Problems on calculation of dH bar. A differential current element with 4 ampere and dH bar 10 raised to minus 3 meter is located at point 200. Then find the magnetic field intensity due to this current element at point 011. These problems are based on the calculation of dH bar. Now there are 3 steps. First is calculate the value of IDL bar. Next, draw the vector R bar joining the 2 points. And third one is use Biot-Savart's law to find out magnetic field intensity. So the first step, we write here step 1. Step 1 is the given points are located as shown in figure. So first we draw the diagram. So here as shown in the figure, the points 200 is located on x-axis. Okay. Now the differential current element is located at this point. So the direction of dL bar is along the x-axis. Now what is given? I is equal to 4 ampere is given, and it is given as a 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So I dL bar is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 AX bar, that is 0.004 AX bar. It is equation 1. Now next is step 2. Now what is step 2? Here the point at which we have to calculate magnetic field intensity is at 011. Now from figure, the vector R bar is the vector drawn from point 200 to point P, that is 011. So from that we can find R bar as 0 minus 2 AX bar plus 1 minus 0 AY bar plus 1 minus 0 AZ bar. So R bar is equal to minus 2 AX bar plus AY bar plus AZ bar. So its magnitude is, it is square root of 2 square 4 1 plus 1. So it is square root of 6. This is equation. This is second value. And then we can find the unit vector. Now how to find unit vector? We already know that it is AR bar. So AR bar is equal to minus 2AX square X bar plus AY bar plus AZ bar divided by square root of 6. This is 3. Now the next is step 3. Now what is step 3? Now we have to use the Biot-Savart's law. So according, we write here according to Biot-Savart's law, magnetic field intensity is given by magnetic field intensity is given by is, it is dH bar is equal to IDL bar into AR bar divided by, it is 4 pi R square. So put the values from equation 1, 2 and 3 in equation 4. So dH bar is equal to, it is 0.004 AX bar divided by 4 pi into square root of 6 square into minus 2 AX bar plus AY bar plus AZ bar divided by, it is square root of 6. So it is, by solving we get 0.004 4 pi, it is 6 raised to 3 by 2. We take this square root of 6 here and it is square root of 3 by 2. So it is AX bar into minus 2 AX bar plus AX bar, we multiply this X bar into this with this bracket, so into AY bar plus AX bar into AZ bar. So it is, this part is 2.16 into 10 raised to minus 5 into AX bar into minus 2AX bar plus ax bar into ay bar plus ax bar into az bar. Now how to calculate the cross product of two unit vectors. So the cross product of two similar unit vector is always 0, and to calculate the cross product of two dissimilar vector, we have to consider the unit vectors. So in this case we write here in this case ax bar dot ax bar is 0, ax bar cross ay bar is az bar, and ax bar cross az bar is equal to ay bar, and it is minus. So we substitute these values and we get dh bar is equal to 2.16 into 10 raised to minus 5. It is 0 plus az bar minus ay bar. So dh bar is equal to 2.16 into 10 raised to minus 5 az bar minus 2.16 into 10 raised to minus 5 ay bar ampere per meter. Next problem asked in university exam. Find the incremental field dh bar at point P2 caused by the source at point. Incremental field dh bar at point P2 caused by a source at point P1 of I bar dl bar 2 is equal to 2 by 0.6 x bar minus 0.8 y bar microampere per meter. The coordinates of the points are P1 and P2 with values 4, -2, 3 and 1, 3, 2. Now we have the equation of dh bar, and it is dh bar is equal to I bar dl bar into ar bar divided by 4 pi r square. Now dh bar at point P2 we write here. Now dh bar at point P2 caused by, we write here, caused by source at point P1 is dh bar is equal to I bar dl bar into ar12 bar divided by 4 pi r square 1 2. This is equation 1. Now here r12 is the vector from point P1 to P2. So r12 bar can write r12 bar is 1 minus 4 ax bar plus 3 minus 2 minus plus, it is a y bar plus 2 minus 3 az bar. So r12 bar is equal to minus 3 ax bar plus 5 ay bar minus az bar. So its magnitude is, it is r12 is equal to minus 3 square plus 5 square plus minus 1 of square, it is square root of 35. Now we can find the unit vector r12 bar is equal to r bar 12 divided by mod of, that is r12. So it is minus 3 ax bar plus 5 ay bar minus az bar divided by square root of 35. So put this value in equation 1. So dh bar is equal to 2 pi into 10 raised to minus 6 into 0.6 ax bar minus 0.8 ay bar divided by 4 pi into 35 into unit vector, that is minus 3 ax bar plus 5 ay bar minus az bar divided by square root of 35. So this is our equation 2. Now we have to find the cross product, and it can be calculated. For that we have to draw here one diagram. This is ax bar, this is a y bar, and it is a z bar. So from this diagram we can find the dot cross product. So ax bar cross ax bar is 0, ay bar cross ay bar is 0, and ax bar cross ay bar is equal to az bar. Next is ay bar cross az bar is ax bar, and next az bar x bar cross az bar is equal to minus ay bar, and ay bar cross ax bar is minus az bar. So equation 2 becomes, we have to substitute these values in equation 2. So it is dh bar is equal to 1.93 ax bar plus 1.45 ay bar plus 1.45 az bar nanoampere per meter. This is the answer. Next problem of magnetic field intensity. An infinite long straight filament carrying current of 3 ampere is placed at long z axis. Then calculate the magnetic field intensity at point P 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 steps for this problem. First is draw the perpendicular from given point on the current filament. Second is calculate the value of r bar and ar bar, that is unit vector. And third is use Biot-Savart's law. And third step is use Biot-Savart's law to calculate h bar at point P. So step 1, the given point, we have to show it in figure. So this is the first step, that is draw perpendicular from point P from the given point on the current filament. So point P, which is given, is located in the Cartesian coordinate system, which is shown in the figure. The current filament is placed along the z-axis, and perpendicular is drawn from P on the z-axis. So this is perpendicular meet the z-axis at point P. We write here. So step 2, the vector r bar is drawn from point 0, 0, 1 to point P 1, 2, 1. So we can write r bar, its magnitude is r bar, so it is ax plus 2ay bar divided by square root of 5. This is equation 3. Now in the equation of h bar we have the direction of a5 bar. So here calculated the direction is ar bar. So al bar is equal to az bar and ar bar is equal to ax plus 2ay bar. We have calculated it already, square root of 5. Now a5 bar is equal to al bar cross ar bar. So we substitute these values. a5 bar is equal to az bar cross ax bar plus 2ay bar divided by square root of 5. Now we know that for cross product we have to replace the value. So it is a5 bar is equal to 1 by square root of 5. It is constant az bar cross ax bar plus 2 by square root of 5 az bar cross ay bar. Now so we know that for cross product these two equations, so we replace these values, it is ay bar minus 2 by square root of 5 ax bar. So the equation is minus 2 ax bar plus ay bar divided by square root of 5. Now next is step 3. Now what is step 3? The equation of h bar due to the infinite long straight filament placed along the z-axis is given by h bar is equal to 1 by 2 pi r a phi bar is equal to 3 by 2 pi square root of 5 minus 2 ax bar plus 2 ay bar divided by square root of 5. So its value is minus 0.19 ax bar plus 0.0954 ay bar. This is the answer of h bar. This is University Ask Problem for 5 marks.